Is it too late to buy ASTER? What is ASTER? A lot of people still don't even know about this coin, but as we're seeing records being broken in the crypto space, perp dexes just hit $1 trillion worth of monthly volume for the first time ever, arguably because ASTER came into existence. Hyperliquid was previously one of the most explosive perp dexes to really conquer the crypto market. I want to talk about why this is so significant, why I am so bullish on both Hyperliquid and ASTER, and why I think ASTER can not only have a similar explosion to what Hyperliquid's already had, but in fact, I think ASTER could potentially surpass Hyperliquid in this bull market. And there is some key data as to why. Is it still possible becoming a millionaire with the ASTER token? Well, let's talk a little bit about it in this video, guys. Welcome back to the Crypto Report, everybody. I am Crypto Kib. Do me a favor, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel for more crypto content, and let's talk about this really hot altcoin. As Bitcoin has been exploding over the last 7 days, it's up 12%. That is insane. That is excellent. It is October, otherwise known as Uptober. We are right on schedule for the fourth year, the best year of a crypto bull market, and Bitcoin is exploding. Altcoins are still waiting to catch up in terms of outperforming Bitcoin, but we're seeing some coins pop off today. Amongst some of the biggest gainers are PancakeSwap and ASTER. What is this ASTER coin and why is everybody so excited about? Well, ASTER is a perp dex. Essentially, it is a decentralized exchange where you can do perpetual trading, leverage trading, and you can do a variety of other things. Now, one thing we've been talking about a lot on this channel is and we've got affiliates for some centralized exchanges, which I like a lot. Right now, there's actually a 10% deposit bonus. When you deposit money into BTCC, they'll give you 10% of whatever you deposit for free, which is incredible. And you can do up to 500x leverage there. Well, ASTER is also a exchange where you can do leverage trading. They don't have deposit bonuses like that, but it is a platform where it's DeFi. Instead of dealing with a centralized exchange, you can do DeFi. Now, one of the advantages to this is that these decentralized exchanges, they have lower fees at times. Now, when you're using like Ethereum is kind of expensive. That's not a good example. But ASTER is actually quite cheap, very cheap, in fact, as is Hyperliquid. And Hyperliquid came out with its own L1 chain, which is basically like an Ethereum competitor. And ASTER has announced that they plan on launching their own L1 chain, which is like a Bitcoin or an Ethereum, more like an Ethereum or a Solana, where people can then build decentralized applications on top of it. But first and foremost, it's a perp dex. Now, $1 trillion worth of monthly volume is insane. Putting that into perspective, the entirety of the crypto market is sitting at $4.15 trillion today, and it is literally at all-time highs. The monthly candle has never been higher for the total market cap of cryptocurrency. Again, putting into perspective, 1/4, $1 trillion compared to the $4 trillion market cap that is crypto overall. $1 trillion in monthly volume has come into existence for the first time. And if you look at the list of the dexes that are really bringing in the most volume, ASTER brought in $493.61 billion worth of trading volume, nearly 50% of the entire perp dex market share. Look at the list. Now, Hyperliquid has been so hot, and it's at $280 billion in the last 30 days, but ASTER is almost double the amount of volume compared to Hyperliquid. Now, while ASTER has double the amount of trading volume of Hyperliquid, it is still 4.76x away from flipping the market cap of Hyperliquid. As we are currently sitting in what I believe is a beautiful bull market for cryptocurrency, sitting in the month of October, watching the chart for Bitcoin dominance climb up, I do believe that there is a chance that after Bitcoin dominance climbs up, and it is climbing right now, at one moment it will collapse down and we will have a altcoin season. And when this move is happening, and when we see this drop off for Bitcoin dominance, that is when altcoins are going to surge tremendously. That is historically what we've seen. Please note, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not here to give financial advice. But if we get a true altcoin season, and if we're seeing the ASTER volume at $500 billion, let's zoom in on this a little bit more so you can see it. $500 billion in 30 days, double the amount of hyperliquid. Is there a chance that the fact that its volume is double, we could see the market cap of hyperliquid actually achieve what hype has already achieved? They're the same thing. They're just competitors. ASTER's also really backed by Binance. 96% of the supply is in the hands of Binance executives, ex-Binance executives, the Binance ex-CEO, CZ. Can you trust him? Well, that's something you have to judge for yourself. Can you trust CZ? He went to prison. That's the thing. But he is very much looked up to in the crypto space. Currently, the price of ASTER is sitting at $2. If it goes to the current market cap of hype, then it could do a 4.76x from here. I think that there's a chance, guys, that you could even see ASTER maybe even 10x in this bull market. I want you guys to remember this. Hyperliquid's at a $16 billion market cap right now. What's more important? Perp dexes, where you can actually have utility and you can actually trade, and is a decentralized exchange where you can do some leverage trading, or Dogecoin? And I say that because Dogecoin got to an $88 billion market cap in the past. So let's look at this. If you think that perp dexes are more important than Dogecoin, which I do, arguably, if ASTER was able to achieve the all-time high market cap of Dogecoin, you're talking about a 26x from here. That is possible in this crypto space. That is something that we've seen many times before in an altcoin season. That's when Dogecoin did that. Is that something that we could see out of ASTER? Can we see a 26x from ASTER from here? And if you see a 26x on any cryptocurrency, let's call it a 25x. If you have a couple $1,000s, you could make thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions of dollars, if you catch a 26x play. It's hard to do, and this coin's already done a tremendous amount of moves, but I do believe that there could be some more upside. Now, I'm not sitting here telling you that ASTER's going to $50. Who knows, right? But when you look at the valuations of Dogecoin in the past, when you look at the excitement around perp dexes, and you look that ASTER is bringing the most excitement of any perp dex that's ever been in existence, this is something that I'm going to keep my eye on. And I actually like to trade a lot. I still like to use some of these centralized exchanges. I do dabble with the perp dexes, but there's still kind of this trust factor that I actually have with some of these other exchanges. I just know they have great liquidity. ASTER actually has pretty good liquidity, but I like using BTCC, BitConnect, Blowfin. BTCC, again, has a 10% deposit bonus right now. So if you want to trade ASTER, you could trade ASTER on BTCC. They have that coin available, as does some of these other exchanges. But check out those sign-up bonuses if you want to do some trading on these coins. I'm bullish on ASTER. You know, there's articles coming out. Can ASTER's price increase again in October? I think the answer is absolutely. I was shorting it when it hit its highs on the first wave in the rally, and it got to like $2.30, $2.50. Found the short opportunity there. And now I'm looking at potentially putting in a decent spot position. Nothing goes straight up, but I believe that there's an altcoin season that is still coming, and I'm looking forward to it. That's all I got in this one, guys. Do me a favor, smash a like, subscribe to the channel. DCA, hold on, my friends. Of course, I got 2 videos for you right here if you want to check them out. Until next time, peace, y'all.